you about a very common problem that the tablets have, along with most of the machines, where when you turn the machine on, it doesn't actually come on. It just has lights that come on and it doesn't actually do anything. So what I want to show you how to do, so you have for future reference, is I want to show you how to reset this. So if you have this problem, especially on a weekend when the later office is not open, that you are able to actually reset this yourself and set your machine up so you can go ahead and continue to use it. Now this is a machine that came in that has that problem, and when the student tried to turn it on, it actually would not turn on. The lights came on, but there's no power on the screen. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to do a reset on this, and then show you what you need to do, the second step, in order for you to be able to use it, so you can use your Microsoft products. So the first thing that you want to do, obviously, is, now you notice that the machine is now open, okay, is you want to disengage your tablet from the base, okay? In order to do that, you need to unhook the latch and pull the tablet off, okay? So they become two separate pieces. You cannot do this while the base is still attached to the tablet. A lot of times when you're charging this, what you're doing is you're charging the base's battery. You're not actually charging the tablet battery, and that is the biggest problem. So what you want to do is, once you have the tablet disengaged, you want to take the tablet and lay it face down, okay, on top of your keyboard. Now what you're doing is, so you know that you're in the right place, if you notice that you have the sticker that has your serial number on it, okay? If you go over from the serial number and just keep following over, you will notice on the side over here, you're going to see this little icon, okay? And the icon looks like a little battery, okay? Above that battery icon, there's also a little hole. This hole is your reset button. What the reset button will do is it will actually take the battery that's on the inside of your tablet, which you can't get to unless you disassemble the entire tablet, and it's going to reset that battery for you. To reset this, you need something very small. Paperclip works great. Girls, if you have an earring, the back of an earring works really wonderfully. If you have an ink pen that has a very tiny head on the ink pen, that will also work. And if you happen to have a pair of tweezers, which is what I have and which is what I'm going to use, that will also work. You just need something with a very tiny point on the end of it. Because what you're going to do is you're going to insert the tip of whatever you have into that hole. And you're going to press it, okay? You don't have to press it hard. Once you press it, you'll actually feel it go down, okay? And it becomes pressed, and then it actually resets that battery for you. Then all you have to do is take your tablet and put it back on top of your base. Once you do that, you then want to take your power cord, okay, and you want to plug it into the tablet, not the base. And the reason you want to do this is because you are actually working with the battery that's inside the tablet. Now once you've done that, if you will notice, the lights on the computer immediately came on, okay? It made that noise and you got this message, and the message talks about the real-time clock error, and what it's saying is that you need to change the date and the time settings. If you do not change these time settings and you go straight back into Windows, so if I were to hit enter right now, you would go right into Windows. The problem is that if you try to use any of the Microsoft products, like say for instance Word, they're not going to work properly, and you still would have to go back and reset the date. So what you want to do as step 2 is, now what you want to do is you want to find on your keyboard, okay, you want to find the F2 key, and you want to press F2. F2 is now going to take you into what's called the BIOS of your system, okay? The default screen is your information screen, which tells you about your computer, but what you want to do is you want to go to the system screen. In order to get there, what you want to do is you want to look down at your keyboard and you want to hit your right arrow one time. In doing that, it takes you to your system tab, okay? Notice here now it says system time and system date. This is what you need to change, okay? You need to get it as close to your normal time as possible. Right now I'm going to set it for the time that's on the clock in my office, and the time in my office is, it is 9, okay? I am now going to hit the right arrow to take it over to where the minutes are. So it is 9:48, so I'm going to make this 4:08, okay? And then I'm going to hit the down arrow. I don't want to hit the right arrow because if I do, it's going to send it over to a different tab. So I'm going to hit the down arrow, which will take it over to the seconds, which we don't care anything about. And then I'm going to hit the down arrow again. The down arrow now will take me down to the day and the month and the year. Okay, so I'm going to put the month in, and now we are in February, so I'm going to make this a 2. And I'm now going to hit the right arrow. If it makes that noise, just ignore it and make sure you hit the 2 again, okay? Today is the 4th, so I'm going to change this to the 4th, okay? And then I'm going to hit the right arrow again, and I'm going to change this to 2014 for 2014. All right, now, that is now all set. So I have my date set and I have my time set. So in order to maintain the setting, I have to now tell the system this is what I want it to stay as. So in order to do that, I need to go down here and I need to find on my tab or on my keyboard, I need to find the F10 key. F10 will bring up this box that says this to save the setup configuration. And yes, I want to do this, so all I have to do then is hit enter on my keyboard, and then it is now going to take me right into Windows. Okay, so notice it starts up the Fujitsu and everything should be working fine. Now remember, the reason that this does this is that this is a fail-safe mechanism. Every computer on campus, the batteries are set that after a certain time, if you don't turn your computer off, even if you've been charging them, if you just set it on sleep mode, after it reaches a certain percentage, the battery will shut itself down in order to save itself from dying. So if this happens quite a bit for you, what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are turning your machine completely off, okay? Also to try and charge, if with the tablet, try and charge the battery that's in the tablet too, not just the one that's in the base.